Someone said wryly, even the Alsatians here go round in pairs. This is Killingworth Towers, the sort of building that's come to epitomise urban decay. It was put up in 1970, and after just 17 years, it's about to be demolished. The planner who supervised the Swedish design, bought off the shelf, is unrepentant. It's people who make slums, he said this week, not buildings. This shopping precinct has been repeatedly vandalised. The shops have been broken into by local youths. The precinct is well away from any flats and it's partially covered, so no one who works there or lives nearby can keep an eye on it after the shops have shut. The planner's idea to house a caretaker on each level of the towers was never implemented. Gradually, Killingworth's most prestigious public housing became vandalised and frightening. Someone said wryly, even the Alsatians here go round in pairs. A chief inspector is coordinating a working party, 15 key local people experimenting with ways to prevent crime here.
Essentially, it's a new approach to crime reduction, one that involves getting people working in the community to consider crime when they're going about their everyday job. I'm thinking here of people, for example, like architects and planners, getting them to think about what they can do to reduce crime in their community.
He sought the views of local youngsters.
Well, we've got the results of that survey that you did.
A survey showed strikingly that they're not just the cause of much of the crime, they too are victims here, just as frightened of bullying and violence in the streets as are older people. Women who were found by surveys to be afraid of physical assault were invited to self-defence classes run by a local policeman. The course had 70 applicants and was oversubscribed.
And Beardsley again, and Beardsley still. Oh, magnificent! What a great goal by Peter Beardsley!
This week, local hero Peter Beardsley became Britain's most expensive footballer. He was born on this estate and he's been recruited to the campaign to lend his name and his picture to crime prevention leaflets so they're not thrown away unread by local residents.
Yeah.
It's got a flimsy back door that isn't in any way burglar-proof, easily pushed in by a young kid, really. In addition to that, you've got those windows next to the door, which are dead easy to get into. On the other hand, you've got...
The truth is the core of crime prevention here is local involvement through neighbourhood watch schemes and a newsletter. This is the North Tyneside Crime Prevention Initiative. It gives local crime statistics, and violent crime actually turns out to be rarer than some residents fear it to be. But there are practical measures too. The council has strengthened doors and locks with the help of a government grant. It's created gardens and erected fences so that people have more privacy. Built over balconies that had once been literally open to burglary, and given residents a sense of defensible space.
If you look at the old flats and you look at these with their gardens and, you know, fencing and the comps and what have you, they've got their privacy, haven't they? Which they didn't have before.
We had locks fitted by the council on all the windows, back door, front door, chains, tub locks, mortise lock, which have made me feel extremely safe now.
Well, I think it's promoted a spirit of good neighbourliness, and that can't be bad, can it?
It certainly can't. Crime is said to have fallen by 1/5 at Longbenton, but that may be because criminals know these estates are getting special attention. And part of the scheme has cost a lot of money. £200,000 from the Department of Environment went on the physical improvements like new doors, better balconies and fences, but that only covered 100 homes. The brief from the Home Office stressed the need to raise money from the private sector locally.
The reservations I have mainly revolve around funding and the problems we've had over funding both from, on occasion, central government and from private sponsorship. An example, for example, of private sponsorship is the approach I made to the big four banks to fund a £3,000 post for a year, and their response was to send me a £50 cheque each.
Funding is a real obstacle and it's not clear which measures are cost-effective. But fear of crime has already dropped considerably, and that's a victory in itself.